There we go. Oh, okay, there it is. So take out the polynomial, and then let's go from top down. Uh, where is it? There we go. So these are the ones. See,
Okay.
and then I can show you the 3D model. Um,
Do they continue as you go down, or are they only
not
up high?
not really. It's only at that point. If you take a look, see,
Yeah,
yeah,
right now we're up very, very high.
yeah, we're going down. So it's not there anymore. So
So, okay, actually, I my quick suspicion, they're only up high, and you notice they're in the middle of aisles.
uh-huh.
They're very square too. There's a good chance these are actually light bays where they have the LEDs housed.
Okay.
Just a quick suspicion at this point, but go ahead and continue.
All right.
Yeah, there actually I saw more of them.
Uh, um. So it's gonna take a while to find it. Um. I should have prepared.
You're
Uh.
okay. You can actually, if we go back
Okay.
in label PC, I think we can sell ourselves on the idea too. It's up to you. If you want to go through here, you can. See
All
how
right.
they happen? They're always in an aisle. They're actually quite large compared to a pole, but they're so perfectly spaced too in this particular slice height we're at right now. You can see you've got four exposed on the row you're on, the aisle you're on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are actually going to be light trophers, they're called. It's just LED housings up high.
Okay. Thank you.
Scroll down, go lower because we're up at 33-ish feet.
Uh,
Just we should lose it in just a couple slices down. And that's why they've all gone away. They're just lights right up at the ceiling.
okay. Yeah. I just thought that that would be a column. So,
Yep, you're good.
okay. And then yeah, that's about it. Um.
So yeah, you could, it is possible, like right here, you've got that blue circle with the question mark.
Uh-huh.
It's entirely possible for whatever reason that one rack can be shorter. This is something that you might scroll through all your heights from the floor up,
Mm-hmm.
watching the whole way. And then if you really want to confirm it to yourself, just get in the 3D point cloud again in the 3D viewer and check it
Okay.
out.
All right. And then just the last one is there anything I can do so that my annotations don't shift?
So there's a known problem when you switch to the 3D viewer. When
Mm-hmm.
you come back to the 2D viewer, everything has been translated just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Last I knew, the only way out was to close Label PC and reopen it.
Okay.
Let's see, one way around it. Are we able to fire up 2 instances of Label PC? That
I
might
can
be a trick.
I can try.
Okay. I haven't checked on that, but
Wait, I can't type.
oh, you're okay.
Oh no, it's not letting me type.
So,
See.
oh, I know it's getting you. We'd probably, let me try on my machine. You'll
Okay.
have to open a new terminal.
Okay.
Let's find out. So I have one instance. Let's see if I can pop a second. Yep. So right now I have 2 instances running. Here, I can show you how I did that
Okay.
too. So let's just come in right here is good. So terminate. So right here, I've got one instance of Label PC going. I'm just going to hit plus next to my terminal. Now I've got a second terminal up. Label PC. I should have shared my full screen. I don't think you're going to get this. Let me go. Just give you my full screen. There we go. Okay, garbage you. So let's close this. Anyhow, there you go. And there you pop. So you could use a second one with the same facility open and do all of your 3D viewing on the second one, and then just do all your annotations on your first instance. And then you won't have that shift happen when you do the viewer.
Okay.
Does
Okay.
that make sense?
Yeah. Just sorry. Just one more, cause I'm trying to study. Remember I asked a question about the detailed annotation, but then and I downloaded Tar Heel. And this is so how do I shift the annotation back? Because some of them are like really often.
So the it's very interesting. You got Tar Heel, huh?
Yeah.
You took the JSON files with it, it looks,
Hmm.
correct?
Yeah, I took everything.
Do we have partitioned files on Tar Heel? I'm not sure. I don't know off the top of my head what we have in there.
I can show you.
Yeah, let's see. I'm pulling it up. Our last full transformed last. Okay,
It is
my
partition.
suspicion is that you want to download full transformed last files when you're looking at Tar Heel.
Oh,
Yeah, so we've had a few iterations, and in the end, we started having to actually apply the transformations to the point clouds rather than saving them in the JSONs. So this is one of them where the data set, the JSON files expect you to have everything cooked into the point cloud itself as far as the translations and rotations. So if you're to go get the full transformed, is that actually what you had?
yeah, I have everything. Like I
Okay,
basically just
so you
okay.
download the whole thing. Okay, I get it. So in your local machine, take
Mm-hmm.
the files from full transformed LAS and put them into LAS files.
So like
Yeah,
this,
so grab all those guys.
do I cut them or
You could cut them, it's fine.
um
It'll save you a lot of hard drive.
uh, okay.
And now I believe if you reopen your facility and label PC, I think you're going to be good.
Okay. Um
Is that an Ocelot? What kind of cat is that?
oh I have no idea. It's a
Okay,
Windows. And I it just keeps switching and I love nature, so but yeah, I think yeah, it could be Ocelot.
seems like might be, but I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
No expert.
Oh, hi Brady.
Hello.
What kind of cat was that, Brady?
That was a leopard.
Oh
Leopard.
really?
I don't know.
uh,
I have a quick question about racks. So like if I want to make like one individual row and the rack to be smaller or larger, I hold down shift and then like the curly brackets, is that correct?
Let's see. So shift and curly bracket is going to change individual palette lengths.
Because I was trying that today and or this week, and for some reason it seemed like it would change all of them, whether I was holding down shift or not holding down shift.
Well, so it will be changing the ones that you have selected.
Yeah, I selected them so they're like highlighted, but they were still the same size as all the other palettes.
Hmm. Yeah, I'd have to look into that individually. Let's see.
I guess you guys could answer other people. It takes some time to load because there's
Okay.
new partition files.
Is it doing it now, Sam?
I just tried it again and it seemed like it's working now.
Okay. Well, you never know.
I have a quick question. Do we have JSON files for Bolingbrook?
You're making those.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, so you should download the partition less files, and then when you're annotating and you save it, it creates the JSON files. And then correct me if I'm wrong, Rob and Brady, but you wanted to aim for having Colton and Bolingbrook done tonight, finished with annotation?
Yes.
Cool. And then do we have, I guess are we able to start doing registration, or do we have things that are already registered that could be moved on and start being annotated with?
We definitely have Levitt up. I can send a link to that. It's half of a site. I need to get with Porter a little bit, but yeah, I can slice up another one pretty soon too, the other side of it.
Okay. And so I created a Google Sheet. I sent the link out in the I think training channel a couple days ago that when a new facility is ready and registered, you can just add the name onto there and they can look it up and figure out. So you can, yeah, that way you can just add it to the Google Sheet and go from there. So
Where did you send that? In the training?
I believe so. Yeah. It's the message. I've sent it out a couple different times, but yeah. Otherwise it is just in the annotators folder on the drive. So it's just kind of a basic setup, name of the facility, and then the people that are working on it type of thing.
We should probably say every time you are working on it, just like if you work 4 hours on it, add 4 hours to the total so that we can keep track of how many hours
How long it takes.
it took total for this facility or that facility. So that'll help us get ideas. Start date and end date will do the same thing, but total hours will give us another measurement. So if everybody's clear on that, maybe everybody's not looking at the spreadsheet, but yeah, you go in there, you say, hopefully everybody's looked at this already. Facility name, okay, here's one that's not completed yet, so I'll download that and work on it. And maybe you see, so as soon as you download off of here, you should put your name on there. And that way, if you download one because it says registration is not complete, but you see somebody's name on there, you want to get a hold of that person and say, which rooms have you done? And then you don't do the same rooms. Because otherwise, they'll be like, well, here I did these ones, and then I'll have 2 copies, and then I'll just throw one in the garbage, unfortunately. Assuming that everyone does both or everything perfectly, of course. Everyone is doing a great job. And so, does that make sense to everyone? Any questions on checking out a facility? So, this is facility sign-up sheet, registration complete, annotator 1, annotator 2. So we do need to change this a little bit.
Yeah.
So let's see. it's actually, yeah, what do we call the person that performs registration?
Register.
That's what I would like to do. Register?
I think that's fine. I think it
So,
makes sense.
I'm not sure what a registrar is, but I thought, you know, that came to my mind too. But I'm thinking that's probably not the right word. But I'd have to look up the definition. So, yeah, maybe there's more than one. It's probably going to be one. Make it slightly more clear what's happening here. There we go. So this will work for now. I'll just share my screen real quick so that everyone sees. So facility name, we say Colton DeBerry. Registration complete, yes. Okay. Annotation complete. That's not a yes. And annotator 1, annotator 2, maybe it's complete. So one of these people could say it's complete, or somebody else like me, maybe somebody like Chris says, where's Colton DeBerry? I go look and I look at the annotations and then I find out it's complete. So I come in here and I say yes. Or, you know, you don't know if it's complete. So maybe you say need annotation or waiting for quality assurance. And then same thing over here. So when someone downloads a facility, if it's not registered, you have to register it. And so once you do that, then you say waiting for quality assurance, and then you send an email to Rob or let's see, Vivian or Aubrey or who knows, you know, who knows who will be working here next week. But
All of the above.
you could get on the Slack channel on something like training or general, or we might end up even, or let's see, annotation. No, probably not. Probably not. I don't know. I'm thinking for now, general will work if you're desperate or whatever. But either way, basically, if you see a facility that hasn't been registered and you download it and then you register it, then you are going to have those results waiting for somebody to check them. Say, hey, I need somebody to check these results, make sure they're good. Once they're good, mark it as registration complete. Then somebody can come download the registered version. Yeah. And uh-oh, I did something crazy.
I moved to that bar there, so when you slide over, you keep the facility name.
So let's see. When what was I saying? Yeah, next step is annotation. So once it's registered, you download the registered files, and then you annotate them, and then you say, okay, somebody say that these are good or not, and when they're good, mark it as complete, and then we pretty much package those up with a bow and stuff and send them off to Lineage. So total hours here, yeah, we should put another bar in here. I mean, not the same kind of bar, but you know, something separating annotation. For instance, just one of these. So any questions on this at this point? How do we annotate? What do you mean download and annotate? I can't annotate. Oh wait, I'm sorry, register.
I guess
Y'all know
the
how to
question maybe how or where, what identifier do you want when they upload it again? Are they
So at this
cop-
point, we don't necessarily even need to upload yet because I don't know. I was just thinking about that and I was like, I don't know. Send the email for the quality assurance check. And then we'll say, hey, send those to me in this format. And then pretty soon we'll be like, okay, we want it done like this. I mean, I think we're starting to figure out something on Box, but I mean, if you want, yeah, we could just, so let's see. Yeah, let's see, registered, transformed. Anyway, we could just put pretty much any folder up on Box where you downloaded the raw files, the raw last files. You just put a folder there that says registered, and you can just upload them there. And then anybody could download them from there and check them. But these are going to be the big files. So when you are registering, that's a little frustrating, but oh well, we'll have to deal with it for right now. They're going to be the full files, download and then upload. What a pain. Oh well. Maybe that'll limit who can do the registration. Definitely the laptops that we purchased are capable of handling that. So, and you know, anyone who has access to university Wi-Fi or Ethernet should be able to download stuff and upload it. So that pretty much settles this for right now. We've got some loose ends we'll tie up later, but you can definitely download files. And then other than that, if any questions, check with me or Rob. And now is what I want you to do is open up PyCharm. And whoever's ready can pull the implement registration branch.
What did you click on to get that window to come up? For the
Yours will say get master probably. Everybody I think is on the master branch. And so you're just gonna do implement registration. And if it's not there, well, we'll have to figure out how to update this menu.
Yeah, do you want to see mine? I don't have it.
Yeah, I found it on mine.
It's a
Show 9 more. No, scroll right there. You passed it. It's at the top nearly right there.
this one.
Yeah. Check out.
Who am I updating the code?
Yes. You changed your code that you have.
Cool.
All your files have been overwritten.
Nice.
But obviously there were no changes. Otherwise it would have been like, hey,
Yeah.
There are changes.
All right.
Does anyone need help?
Yeah, let me.
After I click on that and I click on checkout and I click on smart checkout, do I just close or do I click like merge, or the other
Let's
options
see.
say accept yours
So
and accept theirs?
have you modified the source code to your liking?
I think it's good how it is.
But have you been
I
making
haven't changed
changes?
anything. And the
Seems
code I
like
have,
for some reason, like you could just, if you're not worried about losing any of your own changes, oh, it could be just the configuration file.
That
Um,
happened to me too. It was the configuration file.
and what did you
I
do? Just smart
merge.
checkout and merge?
I clicked force checkout because I
Force
didn't want
checkout.
to keep
So
my changes.
yeah, so
And
is what
then,
that'll do is just erase your name and stuff from the configuration file, and then you'll have to input that information the first time you open the program again. I think you could probably merge if you want, and then just keep your username and data path and disregard the other one. But you know, that's more higher level, trying to do things that aren't necessary. You know, the easier way is to just override it and it'll be fine. Force checkout. That's what I do every time, just because it's easier, like less mouse clicks. Anyone, or yeah, does anyone, let's see,
Mm,
is anyone not on that branch?
Mine says no module named HDB scan.
Let's see.
Sounds like you just need to pip install HDB scan. It should
Yeah,
be
try that in your terminal.
So pip
Oh yeah, pip install HDB scan.
is there a space?
Yeah, pip space, just HDB scan is one word, all lowercase. Pip install HDB scan. Might work.
Mine says no module named Q image second array.
So
Oh, that's another
install-
one that everyone's going to need. So I needed to probably add that to the requirements or something. Yeah, you can install that with pip. Interesting. I kind of thought you all were using that already. I thought that was required on the master branch.
HDB scan definitely should have been, but I don't know if that was. But just
So is
those.
everybody, does any, yeah, is there anyone who has not installed QImage 2ND array?
I don't think I have. I clicked on merge and after that, some of it, there's like an apply button. I clicked on that and all the other windows went away. So am I good after that?
Does it say implement registration at the bottom? Or does it say master?
Yeah, implement registration.
Nice. So, do you see any errors? What if you try to do label PC? So everyone wants to be able to run Levvel PC now.
Yeah, when I try to run Levvel PC, I got that same Q image second array.
So you should do pip install and then type that thing that you're missing. See. I'll let people watch my screen if they're not busy doing something else.
Levvel PC won't open on mine. It's giving me it says module not found error, no module name, Q image, 2ND array.
Okay.
To do pip install.
Just a minute.
Yes, Sam.
Oh, is that the error that you got? Okay, yeah.
Mine opens up, but it's not turning. It's constantly not responding to any file I open.
That
Did you
doesn't
try to
sound good.
open it at the facility level?
Yep. I always open at the facility level.
Okay.
So go to the last file level and open the last file folder.
What would that be? Is it the
Go into data files and select the folder that has your last files in it. It'll be last files.
okay. Oh, last one. Okay, sorry. So I thought you
Yeah.
AST. It's this everything is gone. Oh wow. Oh no. uh everything. Could you take a look? Okay. So this is my level. So I've been doing the boiling group, but oh,
Well,
it's
you
not.
know, yeah, it's not going to display
It's
the
not.
files.
Okay.
Just select the folder
Scared.
and
Okay,
then click
this.
that button. Yeah,
Okay. Oh, I thought it was all gone.
yeah. You're welcome for that. That was fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was fun.
How exciting.
Yeah.
I was scared too. At least it would have been my fault, not yours. All that wasted work.
No.
Could hardly call it a waste, though. I'm sure you learned so much.
Yeah. I did. It's yeah, it's rough, but I feel like I learned a lot.
Good.
Thanks.
So, is there anyone else who cannot open Levvel PC? Is everybody trying to open some files? I just had a great idea, because this is a good exercise for today. But from now on in trainings, at least in in certain trainings where I'll request it, which might be a lot, we can join the meeting at 2:30 with files open on our machines. Only when it's
That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah. Whenever we want to do something all together, we can join the meeting at 2:30 with files open, ready to go. Which means trying to open files probably at 2 or 2:10, and then finding out maybe there's some issues, sending a quick panicked email or Slack message, trying some things.
So it's still not responding.
Open up your PyCharm window.
Okay, there we go.
Well, let's see.
Oh, sure.
How kind of you. Not a lot of info. It doesn't tell me, it doesn't know where. It doesn't know where it happened. Is this the same thing that happened to you, Rob?
No, that's different.
Well, I'm going to recommend, let's see, that you close Levvel PC and try to open it again. But that's PyCharm right there.
Oh, I know, but like I thought I could restart everything.
You can, yeah.
It'll be
Or
okay.
sometimes I just exit out of that terminal. I'll close the terminal and I'll restart the terminal. That's another level of restarting that you could do. But this is a deeper level.
Sorry, I wasn't thinking.
Oh, no big deal. This works. This restarts, like I said, this restarts even more things. Just like restarting your computer would restart the maximum number of things.
So tell me, you can edit the app to your liking. Is that right?
Yes.
Because you edited this, so you can add more stuff in.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool.
That's right. Just got to learn Python and then write in Python.
Yeah.
And you learn, especially become very proficient in the Qt, PyQt plugin. So you become familiar with Qt.
PyQt. Let me write that down. So
Qt5 is what we use. We use PyQt5. Qt is for creating graphical applications, and it's written in C++ or C, but then we have PyQt5, which we install with pip in Python, and that uses Qt underneath the hood, but we write in Python, and Python's easier. So we write Python.
Python is easier than C++. C Sharp.
Python is easier.
Okay.
C Sharp is getting to be like, it's pretty easy, but it's still a C language.
Okay.
Python's interpretable. Python's made to be interpreted. C++ is compiled, and even C Sharp is compiled.
What's the difference again between?
Complicated. But interpreted stuff is a lot easier to run.
Interpreted means for the human or for the computer?
Interpreted means line by line. Like you just type one line and the computer runs it, and you type another line and it runs it. With compiled, you have to have the whole program compiled at once before you ever even run it. It has to be
Oh,
compiled
okay.
successfully.
So you can see a little bit of your work before it breaks.
Well, it turns into zeros and ones.
Oh, okay.
It's really
Oh,
fast.
nice.
Machine code.
Mhm.
So let's see. Still the same thing, not responding. Dang it. So what
Mm.
about anyone else? Any successes? Allison has something open.
I have it open, but these files don't seem to load.
So did you click last files?
Oh, so I go in here and I click last.
Just click last. Like, wait a minute. No. So you're in your Windows. So where is the application? Oh wait, what are you trying to do?
Oh, I was
Be
just trying
sharing
to.
the wrong screen.
Oh. Sorry, wrong screen. Screen one. My bad. Over here. I have it open. Let's see. And it shows that it knows the rooms are there.
Well, you're in registration mode now.
Oh.
And so you need to click on the canvas. And now you need to
Wait.
scroll up by, holding shift and using the scroll wheel or however you want to scroll up through the slices.
Is there a certain warehouse that
No data.
I should download the files so that I can practice registration?
Rob, I don't know.
Yeah, let's see. We just have to have somebody that has the full last files up. I will get back to you in just a minute.
So we can put those, we can start figuring out, Zach could do this if he wants, or someone else could figure out which folders, or Joe probably knows a lot about this, who has a bunch of last files put up. And we can, when they have the last files put up, we can put them on that list of facilities that you guys can go look at and sign up for. Okay, Rob, so when the last files are ready to be registered, at least when there's existing data, we can add the things to that list at that time. So anything on that spreadsheet should be what you download, to answer your question, Sam.
So do we need full last files to do registration?
Right now you do.
Okay. That's my problem then, because I only have partitions.
Well, that's not your problem. Actually, it should still open. I mean, so go down there and double click where it says back doc on the letters. Back doc. That wasn't letters. Yeah, just wanted to check, because when I click on that check mark, that doesn't work on my computer. I don't know why. I have to double click on the letters. But anyway, I don't know if that makes a difference. That's how software is sometimes. I don't know if it makes a difference. That's why I was wondering. But just double click on all of them or whatever you want to do. Uncheck all those boxes. Actually, I think I know what it is. Now click, let's say click battery room. All right, there you go. Click back dock. So I've got a bug, and what you need to do is click on them once first in order to load the data. You have to do this before you go into registration mode. You have to load the data. So whatever room you want to go into registration mode on right now, you first have to click all the rooms one at a time, load them one at a time, and then you can go double click them or click their check mark boxes and go into registration mode. Right now you're at 1% zoom. You probably want to zoom in to 100%. And you can see the annotations because you're in annotation mode. If you scroll up to like slice, I don't know, 50 or 10 or who knows what, you start to see data. Who else can do this? Nice, nice, nice. Haley, Travis, not yet. Zach, no idea. Just glad to have you, Zach. Vivian, are you still doing this stuff?
So I'm on my personal laptop, not my work laptop, so I didn't have anything downloaded, not even PyCharm. Getting things.
No problem.
So yeah, might take a minute.
So Travis, where are we at on your end? Just it has that allocation problem. So why?
Yeah, it's still not responding. Still the blue.
What kind of computer?
It's yours. The HP Pavilion.
Well, isn't that weird? Which facility?
The bowling book.
And which last files? The regular ones?
The regular ones. The ones I've been annotating. Let me share with you. Okay. Yep. So I can show you again.
Actually, let me. I'm going to share a couple things. It's time to end our meeting, so let me share a couple things, and then I'll get with you individually right after the meeting.
All right. Thank you.
I'll just share what I already shared. By the way, here's another thing. I don't know why I cut that, but here's what I found. Like, this is what I have installed: QImage 2ND array 1.8.3. Nobody needs to know that. You're welcome. All right. You open up Levvel PC. I don't even have it open. I'm going to open up a facility that I know I have files already for. So it'll open up fairly quickly. Or I've already opened them. So when you open your files for the first time now, you open the last files, it creates pickle files. It creates a pickle file directory and it puts pickle files in there. And those files load faster than the last files. They take up more space than the last files. If you want, you can delete the last files after the pickle files are created. But yeah, the pickle files are created so that you can open and close your stuff faster. Be aware of that. Okay, yeah, I was having a problem. Okay, so more news on that bug. When you open the facility for the first time and it doesn't load anything and you try to click on the first one, it's not going to work. You have to click on a room that's not the first one first before it's going to load anything. I just found that out, or I just remembered. So you have to open up a facility, click on room 1, wait, it loads room 1. Click on room 2, wait, loads room 2. Click on room 3, wait. So when you open up more and more and more rooms, it's taking up more and more and more space in your RAM, which you have 16 gigabytes of RAM.
Oh.
Now you might start running out, especially if you're registering. It's going to take up a lot of space if you're registering big files. Travis, did you have a question?
Oh no. I was just
Okay.
my ears perked up with say 16 gigs of RAM. So
Okay. Yeah, so let's see. I scroll up and I see, okay, these points are blue for some reason. They're not supposed to be. It doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. So I'm going to click here. Once I open up this room, I'm going to double click. And then I'm going to go to this one, double click, and double click. Okay. So now I'm going to come over here, scroll some more, zoom out. I see some stuff going on in here. Notice how the floors are all at different places. Like, what's going on? Well, guess what? That's not, that's something you're going to have to deal with, and I'll tell you how. Wish we had a little more time, but I've already told you that this is how we register. See, now I've screwed it up. Like, it was already registered. It was good. And now I have literally screwed it up. And the only way to fix it is to close my thing and reload the data. If I were to save it right now, boy, that'd be dumb, because I would overwrite good data with bad data. Okay. So here I am just changing the data. Not really, not changing it because I'm just changing it potentially. But until I hit that save button, it's not changed. And actually I have to hit export in order to really do that. So if I did hit export, because this is how you have to save things, this box here makes you think you could type something in, but you can't. So don't worry about it. I mean, you could, but I don't think it would do anything. Now, you have the option of exporting all point clouds. If you don't do that, you're just going to export the ones that you have selected here. And here you have the option of overwriting the existing point cloud files, which, if you do that, it's going to overwrite the pickle files. Okay. And so if you don't, if you really want to write out a last file, I'm going to go like this. I'm going to click OK. And what happens? I don't know. It should have popped up with something. Okay, it's waiting. It's doing something. Oh, so because I want to save, like I've just been moving these images around, okay? But now that I want to save the point clouds, it's actually going in and translating and rotating the point clouds and getting them ready to write out to a file. I realize now that I should do this after I ask for the file name. Things like that you never think of. So now it says choose a location to save, room 1. Room 1 is the room name. So I'm going to save it. I could right click right here and be like new folder, delete me. I'm going to go into delete me, and I'm going to say for sure delete this .las. Save. And it's going to export this in LAS format. That file, it's going to export room 1. And then pretty soon when it's done, it's going to pop up and be like, well, what about room 2? And then you can do whatever you want with that one. Okay. So people can start trying to download files and register things. They can start playing with the registration at least, and start saving files and then opening them and then looking at what happened. All right. And I will train you up more on that next week. So thanks for staying late.
Friday.
Yeah, I'm sorry, whatever. Yeah. What did I say?
Okay.
Next week?
You said next week.
Friday. That's what I meant. 2 days. I'll train you more. So here's a problem. It's not writing these points for me, unfortunately, right now. I'm gonna have to get that fixed sometime tonight. I thought that I could write out points. I can write out the pickle files. So I don't know. Here's a bug. But anyway, you could definitely click the checkbox that says overwrite existing files. Make sure you back up whatever you want to back up. It doesn't really matter though if you just click that box. Well, let's see. So you make sure, I'm going to be clear on this. If you want to be 100% safe, back up whatever you want to back up and make copies first. But then after you open up the last files for the first time, it'll create those pickle files. Now, once you have those pickle files, when you change them and you say overwrite the existing files, it'll just be the pickle files that get overwritten. And if you ever want to go back to what it was before, you can just delete those pickle files and reopen the last files like before. And then it'll regenerate new pickle files the first time it opens those last files. All right. So if anybody has questions on this stuff, please contact each other first. Contact Aubrey and Vivian after you've contacted one another. If anybody has questions on that. So thanks for staying late. Any more questions before we depart? Pressing questions. Okay. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Brady.
I have a question for Vivian about
Okay.
like just blocking my time. So when
Oh,
when I'll be in South America, I won't be able to log on because it does like the dual authentication thing and it sends my phone a text, but
right.
I won't have cell service in South America.
Yeah, we'll have to talk about that because RBDC has a certain radius as well as to where you can be at when you do work for us. So
Even if it's for
that's a
like 2
second
weeks,
question.
I might not be able to do work if I'm a certain distance away.
Yeah, well, I'll have to talk to Teresa. Aubrey and I can chat and ask her. So yeah, there's just some of the weirdness with the nonprofit organization and where our money comes from and where it's supposed to go, type of a thing. So
Okay.
when are you heading out again?
The 19th, and I'm coming back, I think September 6th. So
Okay.
that's about 3 weeks. That's like 19 days.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'll get back to you on that. We'll get
Okay.
back to you on that. Yeah. Good question. Because yeah, that's something that we'll have to double check.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep. No problem. See you later. Okay.